Passing both the national and state sections of the licensure exam is a necessary part of becoming a real estate broker in North Carolina. In this video, we will go through the specifics of the exam, including the format, requirements for testing, topics that will be covered, and where the exam falls in the timeline of your career in real estate. Let's begin. Per the North Carolina Real Estate Commission booklet, in order to qualify for a North Carolina real estate license, an applicant must pass the North Carolina Real Estate Broker License examination. North Carolina is a broker-only license state. This means that there is only one license examination, divided into national and state-specific sections. This is an entry-level examination and is designed to determine an individual's ability to lawfully and competently practice real estate brokerage in North Carolina. Congratulations! You have now completed and submitted your application to the North Carolina Real Estate Commission to become a licensed broker. After the NCREC has verified completion of your educational requirements and your application and background check have been received, you will be granted approval to schedule your licensure exam. This will be delivered to you via email in 5 to 7 business days. For more information on how to complete your application, please watch our video on application items. As we've mentioned earlier, the licensing exam is divided into two sections, the National Real Estate section and the North Carolina Real Estate section. Each section grants you a specific time limit for completion. You will be given 2.5 hours to complete the 80 scored questions presented in the national section of the exam. You will have 1.5 hours to complete the 40 scored questions in the state section specific to real estate in North Carolina. This gives you a total of 4 hours to complete and submit both sections and all 120 scored questions of the exam. Now let's look into the specifics of each section. Let's look at the details of the national section of the licensure exam first. As we explained a few moments ago, this section consists of 80 total questions, with 5 to 10 pretest questions scattered throughout. Pretest questions are not counted towards your passing score and are added to help the NCREC and PSI evaluate questions that will possibly be counted on the exam in the future. These questions are selected to appear randomly throughout the exam, and you will not be able to tell which questions are scored and which are being considered as pretest questions. To pass the national section of the exam, you will have to correctly answer 57 of the 80 scored questions on the exam. Now let's review the details of the state section of the licensure exam. The state section consists of 40 total questions, with 5 pretest questions scattered throughout. Don't let the fewer number of questions fool you. The state section of the exam is where many test takers struggle to pass. This is due in large part to the focus being on an understanding of real estate rules and laws specific to North Carolina. One of the best resources to use in conjunction with our pre-licensing course while studying for the exam is the NCREC Real Estate Rule and Law Study Guide, which you can find on our course materials page at www.skylineschool.net/Zoom. To pass the state section of the exam, you will have to correctly answer 29 of the 40 scored questions on the exam. As you can imagine, the exam covers a lot of topics and information necessary to determine whether or not someone can be a competent and knowledgeable real estate agent, all of which are conveniently covered in detail through our broker pre-licensure course. Some examples of what will be covered and tested include brokerage relationship laws and practice, basic contract law, real estate financing, real estate law and commission rules, and real property valuation. A full, detailed list of the specific number of questions allotted to each topic covered may be found on pages 16 and 17 of your REL INC booklet, along with a few practice questions. But wait, what happens if you pass only one section, but not the other one? Let's say you were able to pass the national section of the exam, but you did not pass the state section. You are able to attempt to pass just this section again within your 6-month time frame without having to take the national section again as well. Remember, in order to successfully receive your license, both sections must be passed within the 6 months following your NCREC approval to test, or you will need to start over by submitting a new application and background check to the NCREC. Though it may seem daunting, Skyline School is here to help make sure you are prepared and ready to tackle the North Carolina licensure exam with PSI testing. Through our exam prep course, we offer a preparation course package that includes 6 hours of video lectures, 639 practice questions, 419 flashcards, and other indispensable information for passing the exam. You can even choose from 3 study schedules to meet your needs and fit your schedule. Let's get you on your way towards licensure as a North Carolina real estate broker together.